In this day and age, it's hard for most people to function without a cell phone in their bag or pocket. But that tech dependency can have significant effects on our mental health, especially on developing brains. And for parents, as incidents of violence continue to capture headlines in our nation's schools, it can be difficult to fathom not being able to contact their children. But staff in Lake Travis ISD in Central Texas may have found the answer.
When the pandemic happened and kids went home, technology became the tool that we had to use. So then the fall of 2020 comes around, kids could come to school, they could stay home. Again, it's pushing that technology piece. We saw a loss of engagement socially, emotionally, because they became so embedded in the technology piece. What can we do to positively impact our kids to get away from the social media aspect of technology?
I have a middle schooler, a sixth grader at Lake Travis Middle School, and then I'm also a member of our Student Health and Advisory Council. We brought the recommendation to limit personal device usage at the elementary schools and middle schools.
And our school board was 100% for it, and it prohibits kids from having their cell phones out during the instructional day. We're not saying they cannot have a cell phone on them. What we're saying is they cannot have it on and using it during the school day. How are you, Miss Hudson? The positive support from the community and the positive support from our staff has been overwhelming. Some of the feedback that we've received about concerns with the policy, they're used to communicating with their kids during the day, number one. But probably the biggest concern has been if we were to have a safety situation, they want to be able to communicate with their kids immediately. If we're having an emergency situation, the last thing we want is a bunch of people coming to campus, because that just makes things more complicated, makes it harder for us to deal with whatever the situation is that's going on, then also having to deal with the parents coming. As we've talked with parents and communicated that with parents, they've understood that. They may not like it, but they've understood it, and it's 99% very positive response from our community and from our parents.
My kids have not ever had a device or been under a rule where they were allowed to bring something to school. I know my sixth grader here at LTMS, he's really enjoyed it because during the lunch period or during passing periods, kids were on their phone. And so it's been nice that he didn't have to walk into that environment and feel like an outsider. He was able to walk in and realize like nobody has a device and we're all going to sit here and socialize and have a good time together and actually communicate.
The mental health is a big piece of this just because of the screen time that kids have, and a lot of that mental health ties into their social, emotional learning, but also how they interact with their peers. It alleviates that pressure of having to be on my phone because that's where everybody else is.
To minimize the potential negative impact of cell phone use on kids' mental health at home, consider setting time limits, encouraging offline activities like reading or playing sports, and modeling healthy cell phone use. Kids get their social cues from the adults around them. I am Dr. Nicole Clark. Take care, and I will see you next time.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest news and weather updates every 10 minutes and more. We'll see you then.